check and make sure we are live. I don't even have to use that one. Open Google Chrome, Desu. Wow. Make sure we are live. Yes, we are live. The seamlessness. The seamlessness. What's going on, everybody? Oh, sorry. I'm going to stop saying, what's up, guys? And what's going on, everybody? Everybody says that. Konnichiwa, ninjas. It's the Otaku MC, the Shogun, the rap games. Lord Champa himself, Malik Champloo. I got to keep it down. It's late night. We'll probably go into the midnight run right after this. What time is it? Yeah, we'll probably streamline directly into the midnight run. So stay tuned. But welcome to the MCU, Malik Champloo Uncut. This is where we go through the timelines, YouTube and Instagram specifically. And we just see what's going on in the world. This is technically replacing the Daily Six, because it's just a lot of shit we just scroll through. If you'd like to see more, make sure you just comment down below. You know, leave a like if you like what you like. If you're commenting, you know, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys share this post and these clips with all your friends, family, and enemies. Let them know that we out here. If you don't like it, hit that dislike button and tell me how much you hate me. Over and over in the comment section down below. Engagement is engagement. It is what it is. Everybody has an opinion, right? So I'm here to give you guys my opinion. Last night was fun. I was going over last night's MCU. That shit was dope. That shit was awesome. And we're just going to continue with the awesomeness. MCU will probably be every Monday, but I'm going to give you guys another one back to back. So I got more clips in the tuck for Instagram, which will be over at Lord Champa Streams. It's Lord Champa Streams, right? I believe it's or Champa Streams. Look for Champa Streams. You can also follow me at Malik Champloo over there on Instagram. All socials is pretty much Malik Champloo, but I'm going to start allocating things out properly. Everything will slowly go back into my music stuff. So be on the lookout for all of that. That's coming this year. But right now we're focusing on clips and videos and just, you know, what I do on the daily. Always scrolling through timelines and seeing what's going on in the world and seeing what's up. Yeah, I mean, and that's what we're about to do right now. I got a couple of things I want to check out. Prime example. Got a little folder for you guys over here on YouTube Desu. Not the LTG stuff and not this right here. We could get rid of these two right here. Dorit. Get rid of those two. Let's check out this Donkey Kong trailer.
Taxes.
Over on IGN.com. Make sure you guys go like, share, and subscribe over there on IGN.com. Another thing a lot of people aren't realizing is that plagiarism is very, very, very bad over here on Instagram, over here on YouTube and other platforms, because a lot of you guys are considering yourselves journalists, and then you say, no, I'm not a journalist, I'm an influencer, and it's like, who and what are you influencing? And that gets you a little tied up when it's time to do your taxes, when it's time for you guys to send out these emails, because it just doesn't coincide. Trust me. I have friends that have been doing this thing for years. Shouts out to Sir Julius Cosplay, who gave me the ins and outs of these things. And other folks. So please be careful out there. I are an entertainer. That's all. And I love video games. And we're going to talk about Donkey Kong Country Returns.
HD, an apology. I laughed in disbelief at its initial announcement because it's not only the third time Nintendo has sold us a version of this 2010 Wii platformer, it's also the third Switch re-release Donkey Kong has seen despite not getting a completely new adventure in the last decade. This remaster's
came out on the Wii, then it came out on the DS or the 2DS, 3DS or whatever, and then now on the Switch. I might get it on the Switch, maybe. I'm not a Donkey Kong fan, but we'll see.
felt felt like the wrong game at the wrong time, but it only took a few minutes of running across a decently spruced up Donkey Kong Island to realize it's still one of the best 2D platformers Nintendo has made this century. It has all the things I want from this genre: satisfying movement that demands skill and precision, a large lineup of replayable challenges stuffed with secrets, and a practically unparalleled attention to detail in its superb level design that's pretty much only rivaled by its sequel, Tropical Freeze.
Does anybody remember back in the day those Nintendo tapes? Nintendo used to send people tapes of their games that are coming out. And I'll never forget there was a Donkey Kong Country 2 tape that we got. This is the year I got my favorite game of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. Yoshi's Island. Super Mario World 2 is what they call it. Got that. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. They showed that. They showed a couple of other games in there. I think like Super Metroid and shit. But who remembers those tapes? Let me see if I can find that real quick for y'all. For the younger folk who don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. There we go. That's the one. That's the one. Yep. Yep. That's the one. Oh, shit. Good times, man. So we used to get this in the mail because you'd sign up once you get your Super Nintendo. Then it comes with a form you fill out, and then they send you some stuff. So we got this right here, and I was like, "What the hell is that? Big ass monkey!" And we never got Donkey Kong. Then I went to the homie's house, and then they had Donkey Kong 3. And homie's mom, she loved playing games too. My mom stopped her gaming at Tetris Attack. Yeah, when they re-released, I don't remember the name of it, but they have it on the Switch. It's a Japanese game, and then they just skinned it with Yoshi, and they named it Tetris Attack. That's what my mom stopped. Super Mario, of course, she played, but she never played like Metroid. She never played Donkey Kong. That just wasn't her steez. But you know, she was nasty in Super Mario. Was that the All Stars joint? She played that shit religiously. So you had that. Tetris was always in the thing, and everything else was just us. We had everything. We just played all sorts of shit. But the house never really played racing games. That was just never our thing, to be honest. Everything else though, like RPGs, fighting games. My uncle, I'm so mad. Homie bought us the what's the name of that? I'm about to find it for y'all right now. SNES Sniper Scope game. It's a Super Scope. Metal something. It's metal. Metal Combat. Metal frickin' Combat. They should bring this back on the Switch. This right here, they need to bring this back on the Switch. Because all you got to do is just aim and click. You don't, or you could get an attachment and use it as a scope. So this came in a box, big old scope, big sniper, right? And then we had Metal Combat. My mom threw that shit away. She was like, fuck no, hell no. But we had Metal Combat. She got rid of that shit. She was like, fuck no. When we got Duck Hunt, when we had an NES, she threw the fucking the Duck Hunt gun, the orange cap gun thingy. She threw that out. She's like, I don't want my kids thinking about guns and shit. Well, when we get older, you know, we're going to be able to purchase guns anyway. But that's besides the point. I'm talking about legally purchasing, by the way. Because we do live in America, you know. But Metal Combat. Remember this? Had this. I was like, what the fuck is this game? What the hell? So I remember seeing the NES scope box in the house and Metal Combat as well. But in the box, there was no scope. She threw the scope out, but kept the Metal Combat game itself. So never got to play that. I did play it, but you can't really play it. Like you can, but you can't play it on the, you know, the pad. It's not the same. It's not the same. Anyways, classic times, man. Y'all young kids don't know about this stuff.
This is definitely the best way to play Returns and one of the top bananas in the Switch's impressive platformer lineup.
Donkey Kong.
While barreling through 80 levels set in jungles, caves, and more, it struck me just how few games like this are made anymore. In an era where modern platformers like Super Mario Bros. Wonder and Astrobot mostly focus on wowing you with spectacle and joyously ushering...
I'm not gonna lie, I think I might want Astrobot. It's not better than Final Fantasy, but I do enjoy a good platformer, and this is an amazing platformer. Super Mario Odyssey was beautiful. That was fun to play. I haven't had a good platformer since.
You through their handcrafted digital theme parks, Return stands out as it doubles down on the platforming itself. It's full of tough levels and nail-biting moments that require you to master its jumping, rolling, and swinging mechanics to overcome its biggest challenges.
Classic.
That's not to throw shade at Wonder or Astro. I adore them both, but revisiting Nintendo's version of this classic platformer style is refreshing, and I love how it isn't afraid to test you. Difficulty-wise, this is several steps above Mario and Kirby, and that's another great differentiating factor from the other platformers in Nintendo's stable. The level design is incredibly impressive. Every stage introduces a new idea and explores it to the fullest as it ramps up the challenge without ever making it unclear what's expected of you.
Let's have a giant monkey with his nephew on his back, hop around for bananas, jumping on cocks. Nintendo, y'all got issues, man.
To reclaim Donkey Kong's home, you'll have to outrun these hordes of ape-eating spiders, avoid enormous lethal waves, and make perfect jumps across crumbling platforms. And it's always exciting to see what obstacle will be thrown at you next. The difficulty stays fun rather than frustrating thanks to Donkey Kong's perfect controls and immensely satisfying abilities. There's a distinct weight to the hefty ape's movement, resulting in a platformer more focused on momentum, where you'll often have to plan your moves ahead of time and gear up for that next huge leap.
That's always classic Super Mario, or you could say Nintendo style. That's a good shot. That's classic Nintendo right there. That's classic Nintendo.
The advanced rolling jump mechanic in particular, where Donkey Kong gets a free jump in midair after rolling off a ledge, leads to some of the most rewarding platforming out there when you pull off a crazy move to save yourself or snag a hard-to-reach collectible. Your options open up even more when you break Diddy Kong out of a barrel. He both doubles your max health and has an extremely helpful hover ability that's a game changer in tougher sections. If testing your metal isn't for you, there's the optional Modern mode, which is a slightly altered version of the 3DS port's new mode. It adds extra hearts to your health, expands the inventory at Cranky's shop with more useful aids, like this green balloon that saves you after falling into a pit, and lets you take more consumable recovery items into each level. Plus, if there's a stage you just can't clear, Super Kong will eventually show up and offer to automatically beat it for you. I love challenging platformers, so I stuck to classic mode and never looked back, but these are at least great options for people who don't like to get stuck. The one place Returns occasionally gets a little bit too mean is in its on-rails minecart and rocket barrel levels. These areas can suffer from a lot of trial and error. I'd frequently die to sudden enemies or obstacles I had no way of reasonably avoiding on my first attempt.
Yeah, I was about to say you got to go down, obviously. If you see it down, it's going to obviously go up, so you got to go the opposite direction.
Especially frustrating because everything in these sections is a one-hit kill, a problem Tropical Freeze later solved by introducing vehicle-specific health bars. To be fair, it's not a huge issue. Modern mode adds an item in Cranky's shop that can make these sections less of a pain, and I still really enjoyed them for how they break up the pace of these standard stages.
Okay.
But I can't help but feel they could have used a bit of freshening up. Similarly, the boss fights are largely fantastic, but they still suffer from a complete lack of checkpoints. And being forced back to the beginning after dying in the final phase feels more like a waste of time than—
Oh my god, y'all yo, this guy sounds like— Welcome to our hell. This is what we had to go through. No checkpoints and all that extra shit. Okay? Deal with it. Deal with it. Oh my god. There's no checkpoints. Oh my god. I wish they would add the health bars to the carts like they didn't. Oh my god. I keep dying because I don't know how to precise my jumps into. No shit. You suck. A modern mode. Come on, son. Yeah, you got hit with the fucking hook right in your ass.
The absence of any updates to these stumbling points highlights just how bare bones Returns HD is as a remaster. This really is just a combination of the Wii and 3DS versions with a new coat of paint and nothing more.
That's it.
It's a competent update, but it's nowhere near the level of something like Metroid Prime Remastered, the other Retro Studios game that got a shiny updated release on Switch. It certainly doesn't look bad, and it almost always runs at a smooth 60 frames per second, but even Tropical Freeze's 2018 Switch port looks noticeably nicer. That's most apparent when comparing Donkey Kong's character model across the two games. DK's fur looks amazing in Tropical Freeze, but just a little bit off in Returns. This is very clearly still a Wii game in HD everywhere, from the levels to the cutscenes, which is completely fine, but I would have liked to see the graphics get a bit more love when the movement otherwise aged so well. Still, this is undoubtedly the best way to play Returns. The Wii version had mandatory waggling motion controls that have been mercifully made entirely optional, and the extra 3DS levels have been rescued from that version's downgraded graphics and co-op that required two systems and copies.
You dropped some nanners, pal.
HD the first time you can play this adventure on your TV with traditional button controls and all of its content intact, and that's great to see. Speaking of multiplayer, Returns HD is fully playable in two-player co-op, but it's not necessarily how I would want to play through the entire campaign. It's different from its contemporary New Super Mario Bros. Wii, which was made with multiplayer in mind from the beginning, but here it feels more like a neat bonus feature tacked on to a single-player game. The camera is so zoomed in that it's easy for someone to fall behind, and these levels are clearly designed around just one player given their abundance of falling platforms and fast-moving obstacles. There's still fun to be found in multiplayer, and it's by no means a bad experience, but unless you have a
this got an 8.
partner willing to deal
All
with
right.
some slight annoyance was 15 years ago. Specifically, it's no more than a passable update.
Yep, got an 8. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Anyways, Street Fighter 6. It's been a while since I played Street Fighter 6. I main Ken. I am nowhere near as good as I used to be at all, with all of the extra mechanics that they added in the game. And I'm not going to lie to you guys, the game just isn't as fun as I would hope or I would want it to be. You know, all these extra mechanics is cool and all up until, you know, you got to learn combinations and cancels into this thing, and then you still have a little health for a cancel into another thing. It's just not fun. Third Strike is still hands down my favorite Street Fighter game of all time. Third Strike is God tier. After that comes Alpha 3. I know everybody's like, but Alpha 2 is better. A lot of y'all niggas don't play no fucking Alpha 2. Shut up. You guys don't play Alpha 2. It's either Third Strike or Alpha 3. Because Alpha 3 had all the dope characters. Alpha 3 was the shit. Stop lying. I hate it when you guys hear something and y'all run with it. It's fucking annoying. That's like when I'm talking about Mario RPG and I'm like, yo, my favorite Mario RPG is the original Paper Mario. The original Paper Mario. Then they'd be like, what about Thousand Year Door? Thousand Year Door is dope. Why is Thousand Year Door dope? I'd ask them that. Why is Thousand Year Door so dope? They can't give me an explanation. Oh, but everybody says it's dope. Not saying it's not, but the original Paper Mario is hands on the 64. Fucking amazing. Thousand Year Door, it's around the same level as what's the name? Still got to play the updated version. And Mario RPG, we still got to play that as well. So it's like, can y'all really just like stop? Shut the fuck up. Have your own opinion. A lot of people are lacking their own opinion. Or opinions, excuse me. And it's hard to have conversations with people nowadays. Because instead of them giving you their opinions on something, they're fishing for your opinion so they can add it to whatever the fuck they are hearing, not how they feel about a game, if you know what I mean. Tying that into what I'm talking about with Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6, it's cool. It's not a bad game at all. It's just something that I am not playing at the moment. I need more characters. Street Fighter 4, still good. Still a very good game. Street Fighter 5, not necessarily. But I would like to go back and play some Street Fighter 5 and see how that is. Now that it's completed and everything is there. Play some Akira from Rival Schools. One of my favorite fighting games of all time is Rival Schools. See how that goes. But Street Fighter 6 for now, it's still a year and a half in, going on 2 years or whatever it is. It's still fresh, man. That's still fresh. Tekken is still fresh. Let these games breathe. In the next 4 years, let's say something. If the game is still going, because these games are still selling. It's not going to be the best game out of the gate. And even if it is the best game out of the gate, I'll give you a great example. Dragon Ball FighterZ out the gate was just God tier, riddled with a whole bunch of problems. Excuse me. And people complained about the game. Oh my God, the game would be so much better if you had this and that. Then they added Z counters and Z this and that and Z and extra fucking dashes and so much shit to where you're just doing this on your controller. It was great. They made it even better. This is great. Street Fighter 6 is great. They're just going to make it even better. Everybody bashing the game. We talked about this, like how Max is saying how everyone's bashing games and just giving negative comments about something only for the attention of others. I see it a lot and it's annoying. And then you ask them how much time did they play. I only go to tournaments and play. I don't play that much because it's not that much fun. I still play old school games and this and that. I haven't touched a Street Fighter game, Street Fighter period, in a minute. I haven't touched a fighting video game in many moons. It's been a while. I love Tekken 8. I love Jun Kazama. But I put that down for a little bit. Maybe I need to pick Street Fighter back up. And I think this might be the character that's going to this character and the person afterwards is probably going to make me want to pick this game back up. So this is my, oh yeah, SNK staple. My favorite ninja. One of my favorite ninjas. My is a bad bed eater.
Hey everyone, get ready to feast.
Y'all ain't have to go that hard. Y'all ain't have to go that hard because I'm hard right now. Y'all niggas ain't have to go that hard because I am hard. To defeat in a video game, duh. What were you guys thinking I was talking about hard?
Your eyes on the strongest Shiranui fighter around. Yo,
Fire.
Pony
Fire. She look good. She look good.
show me what you have.
She look good. Oh, who cares about her?
I'm not gonna lose.
This chick old as fuck. Chun-Li mad old. Ooh. I like that.
Stay down. Really now? You
I love it.
shouldn't keep a girl waiting.
They had to cut back on the boobies and the jiggle physics, but it's okay. Facts. Maximilian Dude was talking about Mine in Dead or Alive and how they're taking a couple of things from that and they added it to this game. Certain looks that she has and stuff like that.
Watch your head.
Like I was hoping, I forgot the other ninja girl, the black ninja girl, in Street Fighter 6. I was hoping I would have fun playing as her. Hell no, with the spray cans, and not because she's black. No, she's just not fun to me. It all depends on how a character's button layouts are and how easy or hard it is to pull off combinations. That's what makes a character for me. Damn. That was nasty. That was a nasty air grab. That was a nasty air grab. Fraka. Fire. Literally. Fire. Maya's the reason why Los Angeles is on fire right now. It's because of this chick right here. Got the toes all out. I love it. Fire. Run that black. She look good. She look real good. That's nasty. Yo, juggles, setups, mix-ups are going to be ridiculous with her. She got a fire sonic boom. Oh my god. Stop it. Perfect parry. Stop. 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 Nasty. Nasty. This chick is disgusting. This chick is disgusting. Get him. Get him. May Ryu bust fire from his chest, nigga. This nigga is... She sucked the soul out of this man. Look at him. Look how Mai left him. She gave him the Gok Gok 8 million. Look at him. Told you.
What are you looking at? Up here.
Maya's here, or she's on the way. She's on the way. But I'm waiting for Elena. Elena is the character that I am waiting for. She's coming out in the next, you could say, 3 or 4 months. So around April or May, that's when Elena's coming out. Hopefully Elena drops before April, which would be Japan's April is when they start over their financial year. Hopefully, because I want to see Elena so bad. Again, I'm really thinking about copying it. Thinking about it. And I'm kind of glad we can buy characters. We don't have to get passes, but it's good to get the passes because it comes with a lot of bonuses now that they're turning these games into quote unquote live services. So you get kind of more bang for your buck. You get more customizable items, and things like that. Of course, you get levels. There was a huge controversy with Tekken 8. I keep thinking Tekken 7. With Tekken 8, there was a problem. When you bought Heihachi, it didn't come with his level, which was really dope. And a lot of people was like, fuck out of here, bro. You want us to pay $5 separately? And we bought the battle pass. You pay $40. And I have to drop another $5. My edict. We're going to check out that review next. Well, soon. We're going to check out the review for this right here. A classic. It's crazy. We definitely going to check out that. That's a free demo. Ooh, we might get that free demo and try it out.
Body Akeem here, and in today's Fix of Games news, there's reported leaks as to when we can expect Nintendo to announce its Switch success.
April, baby.
Now, is there any truth to the rumors and leaks? Now, we break it all down for you, plus the latest trailer for Castlevania Nocturne Season 2. All this and more in today's Daily Fix.
We will be watching that as well. But for YouTube, we're probably going to have to mix things up a little bit.
After months of online speculation, the reveal date for the successor to the Nintendo Switch has reportedly leaked online, including a release window for the upcoming handheld. Now, YouTuber Nate the Hate was first to report that Nintendo will allegedly reveal its next handheld January 16th, with the reveal reportedly being more of a hardware-focused trailer than focusing on
January 16th?
Now, this rumor or leak hasn't been confirmed by Nintendo, though media
That's 2 days.
Video Games Chronicle and The Verge's very own Tom Warren corroborated the report. Now, IGN did reach out to Nintendo for comment, but no confirmation on that front.
Shouts out to the leakers out there. And I'm talking about the leakers that work for these major corporations and these leakers that work for like these major outlets. And they're like, yeah, I confirm that shit. Yup. They don't do that in Japan. Over here in the US though, they love leaking shit. They love leaking shit. In Japan, they like to keep things quiet until they reveal it and everybody's like, oh my god, that's awesome. Over here, yo, what these niggas doing over there? What these niggas over there doing? Tell me a little something about that Switch 2. Does it come with an extra attachment? Because it's a Switch?
Just yet, but January 16th is just days away, so we'll see if these leaks bear any sort of fruit or
if it's true, then tomorrow they're going to announce that there's going to be Nintendo, what's the name? They always do that maybe a day or two before when they announce, oh, we got a Nintendo Direct coming up. They always do that.
Just, falsified rumors to.
And also, I would love to have just a hardware Nintendo Direct. Give it to me. I needs it.
Continue to generate.
I need it in my veins.
Great hype for Nintendo's next gen entry. But Honestly, I don't think we really need to generate any more hype for the successor to the Switch.
Nah. I need all the hype. I want y'all to show me how it looks, all of the ports. I need to see the new kickstand. I need to see how the controllers attach and detach. They're always going to run something on the screen. They're probably going to show a game that's going to be coming with it, not actually with it. Come on, shut the fuck up. Oh no, just drop the system so we can buy it. And then when you get the system, I wish they would have told us what was coming with it so we could decide if we wanted to buy it or not. I hate y'all outlets sometimes. IGN specifically.
As it's been something Nintendo fans have been anticipating for several years now. And going back to the rumors, Nate the Hate also mentioned.
Of course they're going to say it's unofficial. Of course they're going to say it's unofficial. They haven't announced anything yet. So they have to say it's unofficial. But before any system is released, they do send out all of that stuff. They send out all of the specs and information to all of these people. An example, when the Xbox was first coming out, there was a company that released the first hard drive. It was a small little square. It looked just like this. It was a hard drive like this, a black hard drive. And this was before they even announced the Xbox Series. They're like, what the fuck is that? It's like, oh, this is the hard drives for the Xbox Series. It's gonna have 2 HDMI ports. They was snitching at CES. They were snitching. Microsoft said the same thing. Oh, it's a lie. No. And then once they dropped it, once they released everything, then they said, oh, we have our own proprietary whatever. Then everybody else was able to show whatever it is. It's real. It's real. Trust me, it's real.
That the next gen handheld from Nintendo might launch in May or June of this year with a new Mario Kart and unannounced 3D Mario game supposedly slated for release in 2025. Assassin's Creed Mirage and FF7
Remake, yes. Mirage, nobody gives a fuck.
Are also rumored to release on this next gen handheld. Now, as Nintendo hasn't made any public statements on the matter, take all these rumors and leaks with a grain of salt. Now, if any of these leaks bear fruit, IGN will definitely be on top of it all. So we'll wait and see what shakes out in the days, weeks, and months to come. Now, speaking of shakes, Nintendo apparently sent its Nintengoons to the Genki booth at this year's CES for a shakedown. Now, the video game giant lawyers visit the accessories manufacturer's booth at CES to switch to mock-ups. Genki had to show off its hardware for the upcoming handheld.
You're not supposed to do that. You can show off your shit, but you showing off, that's a confidentiality breach right there. You sign a contract. We're giving you we're giving you the specs of what the gaming system looks like, blah, 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 blah. So you make your mock-ups. They make their mock-ups themselves, Genki specifically, right? That, what they have in their hand, that should not exist outside of where the space they manufacture their accessories. They should not have brought that to CES. They should not have brought that to CES. That's a breach of contract right there.
Now you may remember.
That's what I was saying. Trying to say, they didn't get permission from Nintendo to. Yup, that is a complete breach of contract. That can cost them millions of dollars if Nintendo's like, fuck y'all niggas, and Nintendo would probably sue them because they're gonna say, oh, we lost millions because they released it. It's a shady game.
Us reporting on the Switch 2 mock-up last week during CES 2025, as well as Genki first claiming the mock-up was in fact based on an actual Switch 2 they had used and seen from Nintendo before backtracking its statements by saying it was actually based on leaked information circulating throughout the industry. Yeah, sure it was. Now, according
Yeah, sure it was.
Post, providing
Facts.
translation from a French journalist that was in attendance, Nintendo took this situation pretty seriously. Quote, I spoke with the guy from Genki just behind me. He told me that Nintendo had already sent lawyers their way, but Genki has nothing to worry about because they've never signed any papers with Nintendo, no confidentiality agreement, no NDA, so the Japanese brand is in the clear. Now, Genki might be in the clear, but might not be in Nintendo's good graces. But
That
the
part.
company did backtrack its statements, and Nintendo came out to say Genki's mock-up was unofficial. You know, maybe the two can make amends somehow. Now, as for whether or not the Switch 2 mock-up is in fact based on an actual model of Nintendo's upcoming handheld, well, only time will tell. And finally, the Castlevania Nocturne Season 2 trailer has dropped, and it appears the band of vampire hunters are gearing up in a race time as the vampire messiah is ready to drench the world in darkness. It'll be hell on earth. Season 2 of this series. Belmont and the try to stop pure evil.
They better not give me a weekly drop. They better not do this weekly drop bullshit like they're doing with Japanese anime. They better. I enjoy the simulcasts. Sakamoto days every Saturday. That's dope. But they better not do me dirty. They better give me every single motherfucking episode. I needs my Castlevania. I needs my Castlevania.
Very best they possibly can. And look out for Castlevania Nocturne January 16th. And that was your Daily Fix for today. I'm Kim Lewanson, and thank you so much for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous video where we talked about the Genki.
I had to sneeze. Alrighty. You know we got to give them a like. We're going to check this out afterwards. The Pokemon card hobby is in serious danger, but we'll check that out afterwards. Let's check out this Castlevania Nocturne. Let's check out this official trailer. But here's the thing, right? So YouTube is very weird when it comes to people watching stuff. So you guys will be able to hear the I want y'all to pull it up right now on your screens by yourselves. I'm going to make this go poof. And I'm going to hit play. On 3, guys. You know what? I'm going to give y'all some time. We're going to watch this together. This is on IGN. I want you guys to make sure you're supporting IGN. So how about this? Make sure you guys go support IGN. Go support those niggas. Over there on YouTube. It's right there on y'all YouTube, motherfuckers. Click on the thing. I'm giving you motherfuckers 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. It's a 2-minute. 6 and 30 second. 5, 4. Video. 3, 2, 1. Hit play right now.
How much do you know about the vampire messiah and what she plans for this world?
I'm sorry, I had to go back. My nigga Alucard look crispy.
How much do you know about the vampire messiah and what she plans?
My nigga look crispy, boy. We're at 5 seconds in. My nigga Alucard look crispy as fuck. I cannot wait for our 3rd season. This is considered season 2 to me. Okay? You know what the 3rd season's going to be? Symphony of the motherfucking Night. I got chills. This nigga look gangster. Okay, I'm hitting play.
For this world.
Welcome back from hell.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
I threw everything I had at her. But we had to run.
It wasn't your fault.
She ate your fucking food.
Ripped a hole through the world.
Damn.
So what will it take to kill her?
Belmont.
Or a revolutionary witch, of course.
Oh.
Easy.
Countess.
Oh. Yo, that bitch is huge. The Countess is fucking huge. She towers. She's like Lady what's the Lady Domitress? She is fucking huge. Please have my babies. She is huge. She got that Countess grip, if you know what I'm talking. She is fucking huge. Holy shit.
What are your next steps?
Oh my god.
Cut this revolution's head off. I believe they're fond of beheadings.
Oh.
I can feel the tension.
Oh.
Coming.
Yes, sir.
You should stay here.
That's Maria. Okay. Oh. Was that the daughter of... Oh, shit.
Perhaps.
Remember the nigga that had the hands over his eyes in the last season? There's a shorty here with hands over her eyes. Is that the spawn of that nigga? Bomba clot.
This time,
Belmont, old school back.
doesn't have to
He's probably gonna die.
win.
Sorry to interrupt, but quite soon this city is going to be attacked by an army of vampires and demons.
Cut that nigga head
I
off.
can help you prepare to fight.
Ooh, we got a full fucking war. Ooh. Yo, these niggas are cooking. They're fucking chefing up some hibachi, my nigga.
The world's changing so fast. With all this death and evil, maybe there's no place for us anymore.
If you surrender to the darkness,
Slicer.
what's the
Maria.
point in living?
Oh.
When you've lived as long as I have,
My nigga. I got chills. You know what my nigga did? The axe was coming at him and he just turned into some bats. Metamorphosis, bitch.
you start to understand.
Drinking blood. Ice whip.
We're all part of the same story.
Oh, she's going through the stream. Ooh. Who is that? Whoa.
We're all part of the same story.
Oh, that's a vampire. Yeah, I see the ears.
You will have my vengeance. You should have run.
I'm done running. This ends now.
Castlevania Nocturne. This Thursday. This Thursday. In 2 days. You gotta give him the fucking thumbs up. Oh, that is so dope. That is so dope. That is so dope. I can't wait. I can't wait. Castlevania Nocturne is coming out January 16th, season 2. Saw a lot. The Belmonts are going crazy. I think the older Belmont's gonna die. And then Richard. It'll probably go into a season 3 when Richard fights Dracula. Dracula comes back and he's a little older and shit like that. Probably. Which goes into Symphony for the next one if they choose to continue. Or the third season should be longer because you know they're only going to give us like less than 8 episodes, like 6. We're never going to get like 13 episodes like an anime, like 12 or 13. Oh, we need those, man. Like, I know it takes y'all like 2 years, 3 years to like, come on, my nigga. Castlevania shit is fire. Because it can go into Richard fighting Dracula, and then it could just go into like it could literally end with Symphony of the Night, and that's the next season. So there would be like a time skip. He's a little older. Dracula's back. Whatever, cool. And then that entire because Alucard isn't in. What is it? Super. See, I wish Uncle Nemi was here. Richard. It's Richard by himself fighting. What's his name? It's Richard by himself fighting Dracula. Alucard is not in there. Maria's there. Maria's the little young lady with the green dress and shit like that. Let me show y'all the white dress with the green on it, blonde hair. Maria. Maria. Yep, there she goes. They could have, they could still show her. She's in Super Castlevania, whatever. Richard goes, he saves her. That's the end. And then they could start it off with my nigga running through the forest, literally. Jumps. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Oh, I just came on myself. They could do it. They could do it, but they probably won't. Who cares about DJ Academics? Who cares about that? Let's check out this review for. I'm probably going to just skip to the ending. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm not really a fan of Dynasty Warriors. I love hack and slashes, but I'm not really a Dynasty Warriors fan. But I would like to see if Koei Tecmo finally got a heater, finally got a hitter. So, oh my God. What the holy all these commercials, bro. Come on. Skip to the end.
In addition to the main story missions, side missions offer rewards like new accessories to boost your stats, while skirmishes are bite-sized 2 to 3 minute encounters.
Okay.
That are great for earning extra money or completing the various challenges given to you by other officers. Most of these challenges are easy tasks like killing 100 enemies with strong attacks from a spear, but they were also always worthwhile to complete as they rewarded me with humorous or deeper conversations with some of my favorite characters and provided bonus skill points to unlock the next thing on my skill trees. If Dynasty Warriors Origins is meant to be a new beginning, it's off to a masterful start. It doesn't just have the largest amount of enemies the series has thrown on screen at once, it also deepens its combat, improves its storytelling without getting in the way of the action, and provides a healthy amount of replayability and post-game content, all while looking better than ever. Your amnesiac hero is a bit too much of a blank slate at times, but the impressive ensemble cast made this story sing as I grew to care about the characters around him, big and small. Origins is both a great entry point for newcomers and a triumphant return for veterans like me who felt the last few entries had become stale or missed the mark. It feels like the series.
Wow, it got a 9 ski in America. That shit is always getting 8s and 9s in Japan. That shit got a 9 ski out here. Okay. Congratulations. We're definitely going to try that demo out. Not today, but we're definitely going to check that demo out. That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's been a long time since I talked about the illustrious GameStop and all the evil ways that they control our mind and make us do things.
Uncle Neme, what's going on? the beginning of Symphony of the Night is the ending of what? Super Castlevania 3 or some shit like that. Which one? I don't know which one exactly. And I know you would know. And why aren't you popping up on my motherfucking screen? Rondo of Blood. And that's on which system? NES? Super NES? Which ones? Because I know you know about that. Yeah, this chat box is crazy.
Okay, I got married and divorced. It was their fault. I promise you. I have the evidence in my phone right now, and I plan to release it in a future video. But right now, we're talking about something very devastating. GameStop is closing. So many stores.
Turbo Graphics in Japan? Copy.
I don't know why, but do you know why? We're about to cover it right now, so like this. If you don't like this, I will fail.
Oh my god, the Joe Budden podcast just dropped? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's gonna be a fun night.
This is gonna be crazy. It says right here, so GameStop corporate won't even acknowledge store closing. They're slowly whittling everything down. So no one notices. Their idea is to completely stay out of the news cycle. Well, guess what? It says they couldn't be arsed to maybe just make a post saying thanks for your hard work over the years. It was a difficult decision, or just a token statement about the closings. It would require very little effort. Like, is there anything redeeming at all about this piece of shit company? At least on the corporate side? Godspeed to you folks who are staying with the company, because man, this place sucks. And I feel like it's a broken record at this point. It is 2025 now. I left in 2018. There are still people like, this place is terrible. This person says when they canned Game Informer, someone from the magazine tried to thank people on the official account and they got nuked. You can't even acknowledge it. Duck Swimmer says they do not care. All employees are disposable in the eyes of GameStop. If you haven't learned this yet, you may want to take those rose-tinted glasses off. GameStop arguably has never cared about their employees, but the last time I feel like they cared a little bit was when Paul Raines was the CEO. He would walk up to me every year at conference and be like, hey, Fort Payne, because I worked at Fort Payne for a short period of time, because he also had a company in Fort Payne, Alabama. So he'd always walk up to me and be like, Fort Payne, the CEO, okay? After he was gone, the CEOs, the leadership, you would never even see them. They were like in back rooms drinking baby's blood. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but they were definitely on the floor talking to everybody. That's for damn sure. Delirious Beans said store closed. Glad I abandoned the ship. I had the plan to leave my store due to college originally, but then I got an awful coworker. She was horrible, constantly whining and not wanting to do her job or help customers in the slightest, to the point of ignoring and getting an attitude with them. Horribly rude to everyone, including managers. Racist, disrespectful, intrusive, and would talk about completely inappropriate topics when we told her to stop. To be fair, sounds a lot like Egg. When we spoke to my boss and the DM about it, they said she won't be there much longer. We'll take care of it. 2 months later, she was still there. Still sounds like Egg. And now the store is closed. I feel sad because I grew up with that store and I adore my regulars, but at the same time, good riddance to that management. And to be fair, it likely had nothing to do with the management at all, or the lady, or the DM, or the regional director. None of those people were involved. It was all about the list that corporate sent down on a 1 day's notice. Keep in mind, they'll give you a 1 day's notice when they're closing the store. Oh, by the way, your last day's Friday. That's what they do. That's exactly what they do. It's absolutely insane.
That's cold.
You have to give a 2 weeks notice, right? Companies always tell you, you better give a 2 weeks notice. But they don't expect you to expect them to do anything for your ass. They'll fire you and kill your dog right in front of you. They don't care. They've never cared. And here it is, the giant list. And this is the biggest list I've ever seen by a mile. This is just January 2025, guys. This list is massive.
California, Florida. No New York City.
Absolutely massive. And you can kind of tell.
Take it back. New York, Corona, Hurwell Plaza. Damn. These niggas are shutting down. It's going down. A logical progression on the timeline. The separation narrowed down to a fine line. Damn.
GameStop is trying to get out of the brick and mortar, the physical store business, and go directly online. Keep in mind, their stores have nothing to do with the actual stock price or investors. They've kind of learned they don't need this anymore. Like, they don't need these stores. They can just get free money from investors and kind of just mess around. The only thing they did was create an NFT marketplace that cost $80 million, and then they closed it in a couple of months.
That was dumb. Also, GameStop is always a necessary or a necessity, but they fucked up. A great example of video game stores that are necessities and staples, especially here in New York City, are J&L, New York City Video Games, Brooklyn Video Games. These three stores are definite high staples here in New York City. That's where we go to get our games. That's where we go to get our imports. That's where we go to get use controllers that are actually refurbished. Not, let me check it. Let me see. Okay, we're going to buy it. And then they put it in a bag. No, they actually check it. And then if it's bad or whatever, they actually fix the shits and then resell them. These are the places where tournaments are held. Brooklyn Video Games specifically. Like New York. GameStop missed the mark. They fucked up. They should be hosting tournaments there. That's money. With a cash prize, fuck a cash prize. The winner gets a fucking plush. So you get everybody to put in $5, like make it a members thing only. There's no reason to get a membership. There's no reason. Imagine this. If GameStop stayed open, they announced all members now could be a part of a tournament once a day. They have 7 tournaments a week. Every single day they have a tournament. I'm just throwing random ass numbers, right? So I can go in there and try and win a tournament. It's $5. That's easy money for them. What do I win? Let's say they have an actual major tournament on like Saturdays for Tekken, Street Fighter, a first-person shooter game, racing game. Like they have a huge GameStop tournament, and then people are coming to GameStops because they got a lot of fucking space in the front. So if you, the same thing they do in normal tournaments, you pay, you're a member. Yes. If not, join the membership, $15, easy. Boom. How much to enter the tournament? $5. Boom. Right? Mind you, every single day there's a tournament. So you got people coming in paying $5. If not, you have people coming in there giving y'all niggas $20. And no matter what, you have people consistently coming in to testing their luck to try and win a giant plush or a GameStop $20 card. These niggas are dumb, bro. They're dumb. They are dumb. They should have changed it to a lounging experience a long time ago. A GameStop lounge where you can go purchase your video games and all that good stuff is cool. But then you have your screens up and people are just playing and chilling and hanging out. That's money, nigga. That's mud. What are you talking about? Members only. Are you a GameStop member? Yeah, all right, cool. Now you get discounts on drinks. You get your discounts, but people are actually going to GameStop to hang out. GameStop could have been what OS is. GameStop could have been an advanced version of Brooklyn Video Games and stuff like that. But these niggas are dumb. You know what? Let me not say they're dumb. They are disconnected. I will say that. They are completely disconnected because instead of them investing that money that they did with the crypto bullshit, they could have invested that into changing up their strategy, right? Implementing a lounging experience or implementing the tournament experience. Because they did that. Remember when Street Fighter 4 came out and they did that? Justin Wong and all these niggas was out there. They was making mud. And you know what motherfuckers won? They didn't win a cash prize. They won an arcade stick. Get your sponsors to give y'all niggas arcade sticks so they can sell arcade. Y'all not coming out of pocket. Y'all making mud. Y'all making money. Y'all are making money. Oh my God. Oh my God.
People still throw $100,000 at it trying to get rich, right? So this is your store closure list. Hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds. And this is just early January. And to be fair, this should have been their strategy all along.
Everything could have been evolved. Instead, everything is slowly going to garbage. Very true. Very true. A lot of people are disconnected with their customers, their fan bases. They are very disconnected. They don't talk to the people and see what the people want. The corporate, the people that are up there, they have tunnel vision, right? And walking with them in this tunnel or riding on the train with them through this tunnel are their investors saying, yeah, this is what we're going to do, because everybody's just focused on milking motherfuckers. That's fine. But if you guys looked out the window real quick, you could see that shit's on fire. Like this guy's background. Shit's on fire, bro. Turn around. Look to the side. You're not doing things right. Or you could turn and talk to everybody else that's on the train with you guys. Or talk to the people that are moving things along. Your general managers, your store managers. Yo, people really want a lounge experience. People really want like a more friendlier experience here at GameStop. We need to just change things up a little bit. We could still have our back room with our games. We could still do that. But let's buy a couple more cases of sodas and a whole bunch of snacks and chips. Sell that to members. Sell that to people. Buy a couple of video game chairs. We got a whole bunch of these monitors in here. Let members come and play. Let's host tournaments. All you do is hire one more person to take care of the tournaments and stuff like that. Once you disconnect from what the people want, because things have changed. Things have changed. If you just have a regular game store, you're not going to last at all unless you have like everything everybody is looking for. J&L. J&L has imported games. They fix consoles. They got retro everything. J&L is the hub in New York City for video game. And we don't play with J&L. Remember when COVID happened? J&L, New York City video games, we don't play with them niggas. Like, we fucks with them. I think they took Mario from New York City video games. They hunted them niggas down. What the fuck you doing? Don't come over here with that dumb shit. How dare you disrespect? Found these niggas. Put Mario back, nigga. What are you doing? Don't do that. The community, the people that really love video games and like niggas really love each other out here. So if those corporate bastards were to pay attention to that and realize, if we bring more unity to the community, that will equal yen. Nah. Let's close more stores. They got the real estate. All they need to do is literally move the counter to where the back door is and then have all of that open, ample space to turn it into a little mini lounge where niggas chill and hang out and play video games. You don't need You don't need to have cases on the wall. That's old school. That's brick and mortar. Let people come in and then they could just literally scroll and search on a fucking iPad. Y'all got a bunch of iPads, right? So let people go ahead and search. What game are you looking for? Oh, I want to see this and that. Have them on the walls where they just swipe through and see what games this store specifically has in stock. That's what I plan on doing at the card shop, by the way. Just letting y'all know, because nobody else does that. As soon as you come in, you're looking for cards, because I hate these motherfuckers. Have you ever walked into a card shop recently? I hate going to card shops. You walk into a card shop and you see a whole bunch of big old white boxes just sitting there on tables all over. It's disgusting. Then you got motherfuckers sitting there playing games, or playing card games. That's cool. But a whole bunch of big old white boxes, or you go into a room and there's a whole bunch of big old white boxes, that's fine. But imagine if everything was extremely organized in binders. Even if you have your boxes, right? It looks good and it's organized. And all of that stock is literally there. When you open up a pack, you know what pack it is. That's this set right here. Boom. You added it. Very simple. I went to a card shop and they had kids join via what was that thing I was talking about the other day? Oh my God. Summer Youth. They had Summer Youth kids in there. I walked in a spot because I was going to a tournament that night and now I needed a couple of cards. Walked in there. I'm like, yo, what the hell's going on? It's like, oh, we got Summer Youth kids here. I'm like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah. So, for the summertime, we're not doing tournaments. We're just having them organize, all of our stock. I'm like, that's what's up. So they would take all the cards out. They would see which packs they go into. And then boom, they put that in this box right here. But these niggas don't realize how a lot of these guys don't realize how times have changed and you got to change and evolve. I'll give you an example. I've never seen anybody with, hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. You see my card? You see my card case? Me personally, I've never seen anybody with this card case right here. Outside of Magic the Gathering, because in Magic the Gathering, you need something like this. Went to the tournament, I pulled my shit out. They're like, oh, you got all your stuff in there. Yeah, I got gold coins and what y'all niggas need? What's up? We popping. These niggas are using dye because nobody wants to carry a fucking coin. I got all sorts of coins, baby. Got all I love using my counters. They come with the game. Like, the counters are cool. These niggas, they're putting dice on their shit. Like these. And they look cool. Like, these are cool die. But no, I like these right here. I like these little counters. It comes with the numbers on them. Like, these are dope. Use them. So I'm using them and they're like, I should bring up my counters. I should do this. Yeah, nigga. Y'all over here trying to be cool. Y'all not evolving with the game. Y'all digressing. Y'all going backwards. This shit is so... I saw this online. I was like, yo, this is so fucking cool. And then it comes with a little trunk. Boom. My main deck. Like, that's so dope. And Pokemon, by the way, guys, you can build a deck for literally like $10. Cards are so cheap, it's not even funny. You see a deck you want to build, all cards are damn near like 10 cents, 10, 15 cents, 25 cents. And then the good cards, what's really cool about the Pokemon game, let's say like, oh my God, a Charizard, I'm pretty sure it's expensive. No, they made it very inexpensive. They made it to where you can get that Charizard from that set for like $3, $5 at most, depending on the demand of the card. But it's the ones with the special art, the full art. They want everybody to be able to play the game. Yu-Gi-Oh? What? I got to spend $200 on this card. Yeah, they only made 15 of these. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Well, I love it. It's cool. Same thing with Magic the Gathering. I don't play Magic, but that's how Magic is, right? Love this thing. This shit is so sexy. So sexy. And I used to have a very plain, old, regular deck box. Right? And a lot of these stores, they got shitty what are those things called? Card storages. They got shitty card storage boxes. Let me show y'all the ones that I'm looking at. Yup. This is the type of shit these stores need to have. That's all it costs is $35 as an investment. You can hold over 22,000 cards, my nigga. But they don't want to invest in stuff like that. It's only $35, my nigga. Are you fucking kidding me? That is so cool. You got the box there. You got one set from one Pokemon set that came out. The next set of Pokemon cards that came out. Boom, boom, boom. But you don't let nobody touch your cards. Because that's what people do. They like to go in and be like, oh, let me see your cards. Oh, yeah, I'm looking for this card. Like, there's a spot in the city called the Poke Court. I love the Poke Court. But the spot that I go to, oh, shit, sorry. I go to the Poke Court once in a while when I'm looking for something specific, like a certain special card. But the spot that I go to, immaculate, amazing, Bunkai. That shit is dope. I'm being very, what is it called? I'm gatekeeping that shit like motherfucker. But yeah, I talk about all these other places. Because I like going to this spot and just playing niggas. Oh, I need a card. 10 cents. Thank you. At these other spots, it's $1 for their cards. This spot, they actually go by the prices of what they actually cost. So, these places need to evolve, even the spot that I'm talking about, which is really cool. But get storage dividers and stuff like this. Like, my nigga, this would make looking through cards cooler. This one I was looking at too. Shit like this, right? You go up, yo, I'm looking for blase blah, etc. Oh, it's from whatever case. And when the shit is closed, this is how it looks. Just a black box with whatever set's on there, a picture of whatever set is on there. Look, you got 3. You got your playing cards, your original cards, nothing. Everything is in there. Then you got your super rares, and then you got your ultra rare cards and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. That's what I'm talking about. But people don't come in there, oh, I want to touch the card and see it. No, these are all the cards that we do have in stock here at this location. You could go through. Oh, you guys don't have, it says you guys are out of stock of the new Charizard, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we don't have that one. All right, cool. Oh, you guys got the Dragapult EX super rare art? Yes, we do. Just pull the fucking box out. And it's easy to find. 1, 2, 3. These niggas got 1,000,001 boxes with a Sharpie marker written on it. LODXO2. Where's LODXO9? Oh, the box is somewhere over there. You gotta find it. It's y'all got mad shit, bro. Less is more, man. Like, less is more, my nigga. The more compact, like the more clean the space looks, attracts people. That's what these niggas don't understand, bro. These niggas don't understand. Anyways, who am I, right? Because what I gave is just pure constructive criticism and ideas, but ain't nobody listening.
I'd be like, yeah, dude, close all the stores. Cut the cord. Get rid of all of them.
These motherfuckers are grading cards now. Why don't you guys do tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon, my nigga? Like, yo, why is GameStop grading cards? Why?
Apparently, people will just give you free money. Just kill it. Get rid of all these stores. You don't need these rents. You know what I'm saying? Look at all these stores. And you probably see one of your stores on here. I know I've had 10 people message me the last day, and I don't even talk about GameStop anymore. And I still had 10 people message me about this. Bro, help. I'm like, dude, I can't help no more.
I can't help no more.
There's nothing left in my soul.
That's it.
But
It's
I
over.
do think that the best strategy is to get rid of all the stores. The ones even in my hometown where I live currently, they're all gone. They're all gone. Even the main one that's in our busiest area is gone now. Because they're not profitable. They do not have any operating profit anymore. All they have in the stores are action figures and clothes. It's not a game store anymore.
It's not.
Close them down. Maybe keep 4 of them in like giant cities as like a thank you to people.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Blockbuster did for years.
Mm-hmm.
Blockbuster had 1 store left that was like independently owned or something. Something like that. And then just soak up free money from investors and just buy mansions. That's what all the executives are doing. They're just buying mansions right now. So that's your list right there. Freaking insanely huge list. Massive list.
Disgusting.
Hundreds and hundreds. And keep in mind, GameStop corporate's not letting anybody know. They're not going to let you know.
Nope.
You're going to get an email when you walk into work, get on to the GameStop operating system.
It's crazy.
At any rate, you're going to get an email. And it's going to say, your store's closing tomorrow. Eat our asses. Bye. Jump off a cliff. Make sure you guys share this, especially if your store was on the list. Comment down below if your store closed. Let me know. Let me know. Send me a message. It's time to go crazy, boys.
Crazy.
I've listened to your feedback, and I've determined that we...
All right, let's check this out. I saw this and I said, excuse me? But apparently, family vlogger charged for kidnapping 2 women and fleeing the country. Whoa.
After being charged with aggravated kidnapping. And that is definitely not something you hear every day. So it's safe to say we're in for a wild story. So
it's safe to say that the rapture's here.
And he's in the center of an FBI investigation where he's allegedly kidnapped 2 women before they killed them.
A popular YouTuber once known for his family vlogging is now accused of kidnapping 2 women. But the story doesn't end there. Authorities say the Texas-based content creator fled the United States by booking a one-way ticket and hopping on a nearly 20-hour flight.
On his 2 YouTube channels, he posts music videos, skits, and a family vlog channel where he posts stuff with his wife and kids. Or is it ex-wife, as he posted a video of them interrogating each other just a year ago titled, "She Cheated, I'm Done."
So what you get on your phone for then? Because I'm trying to see what's going on. So when nothing going on your phone, your hoes texting on my bed. I forgot. You forgot your hoes be texting. You can't even just talk. Why not? Because when I used to be sloppy, you took advantage of me. I took advantage. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You really want to say I took advantage? Yes, and I just said it. I just said it again. You made me insecure. You made me toxic. You made me crazy. You made me do all these other shit just because of the person you couldn't be. I am because of you at the end of the day.
Only family vlog channels would monetize a breakup like this. I just feel so bad for the kids. Like, this is just a whole new level of dystopian.
Facts.
That really only existed for a few years. So
facts.
I understand how you can go insane from making this kind of content. But
I got to give a shout out to the Levine family. Jerry Levine. He's one of the only family bloggers that I follow. I don't know if you guys remember back in the day, there was a super light-skinned dude named R.I.P. Jerry Levine, YouTube channel. He's had some funny skits. He was saying some reckless shit. And I know we could find some Jerry Levine Jerry. I forgot how to spell this nigga's fucking name, Jerry. Not him. I got you. I got you. Will we be able to find anything? That's his wife, by the way. Shouts out to D. Oh my God, D. No disrespect to that family. Yeah, here we go. This is one of the classics.
What do I look for in a girl?
I need a bitch with low self-esteem. I don't want a bitch with all
That's Jerry Levine.
All kind of empowerment and wanting to vote, breast cancer awareness ass bitch. I don't want that.
She gotta have 2 things: ass and titties. Ass and titties. She got ass and titties.
You ain't got no ass. We can't really get it popping. We can't talk. We can't really get to know each other. I don't even want to know your name.
I mean, let's be. How many guys see a cute girl and look at it, and the first thought that comes to his mind is, you know what? She probably got a great person.
Back in the day, these two were fucking geese nods on YouTube. We'll talk about their routes in a second, But let's get through the video.
personality. I would love to get to know her. In a perfect world, maybe, but in real life, I'm trying to figure out why you still got your clothes on. Yeah, I understand. We just met, but you know. So,
I need a female that when I come, she gotta take care of that. Can't have no bitch spitting it back at me, getting on my clothes and my, getting on my shoes, fucking up my sheets, because I don't want to see it. And if I don't want to see it, it has to go somewhere. It's definitely not gonna go on nothing that I own.
Education.
I don't want a bitch that reads. I want a Beyonce catered to you type of chick. I don't want no fucking hey single ladies put a ring on it, a ring finger on the end and shit. I don't want to see that shit. Nobody won't marry you. I need a girl that has been through all kind of hell. She been shot at and stabbed before.
This man is retarded.
I usually don't mess
He's an
with
idiot.
educated girls because educated girls
He is an idiot.
feel like they entitled to an opinion. And opinionated girls talk back. I ain't asked you shit. But yet you still feel the need to tell me your thoughts in the way that you feel about the situation. Who the fuck are you?
I need a girl that's not gonna be afraid to follow me. Say we in church. I need a girl that's gonna reach and grab my shit. We can close the Bibles up and go out to the park and get it.
Yo.
Honestly, the only thing that you really have to know is how to get to my mother house. 9 times out of 10, that's where I'm gonna be when you pick me up. So if you smart enough to do that, we good.
I need a bitch that's gonna cook. I definitely ain't taking you no fucking restaurant. I ain't even taking no fucking fast food. Fast food shit adds up. Fucking super sizes and McFlurries and shit.
The thing that I really need most of all,
Yo,
that understands me and my struggles. You understand what I'm saying?
She understands that I'm gonna do man shit. If my dick is like too much to the right in my pants, she lets me be a man, lets me grab my shit and straighten it.
You knew that I wasn't shit when you got with me. So don't, try to throw that in my face once we get into an argument. Because I'm just gonna look at you like, but you the one that's with me. So, what that make you? Bitch.
Don't ask me fucking difficult ass questions. Shit like, how do you think the relationship is going? I don't give a fuck. I really don't. If you're gonna ask me that, you might as well go on to the next person because I ain't got time for that shit. These difficult ass, interrogating ass, Oprah Winfrey ass questions. I ain't got time for that.
Look, let me put it like this. If you are able to get a job at like McDonald's or something like that, then you probably overqualified to be my girl. Because I can't be with nobody that's doing better than me.
I just want to show y'all a little bit of YouTube back in the day. So that was Jerry Levine and Hot Damn My Rock. We're not necessarily talking about Hot Damn My Rock. But yeah, Hot Damn My Rock. Shouts out to Kane Carter, who is still he changed up his content drastically, by the way. But he's still doing his thing. I definitely need a painting from Hot Damn My Rock, but only if, things go well. Then you got Jerry Levine, who completely changed up his content. He completely scrubbed the internet, but I think we can probably find something on him. Jerry Levine Jr. abuses girlfriend. It's 2003. No, this is an old video. This made to the news. This was like super old. And Jerry Levine was abusing his girlfriend at the time, who was D. Levine. Let's look at D. I'm sorry. D. Levine. This is D. Oh my damn. This is again. I'm a grown-ass heterosexual male who loves the Asian bitches. This is D. D's like 5 foot nothing. A ride or die. She stayed with this man. He swole her eye up. He abused the dog shit out of this woman. Unfortunately. So sad. Then she got pregnant. And then they had their first son. And then they were living in a small apartment or whatever. And she's like, yo, you need to change. He started going to church. He found God, changed his way. This shit made the news. He got locked up for putting his hands on her. She didn't press charges on him. She's like, I love him. Let him go. Crazy. That man did a complete 180. He completely changed. And in a good way. So now all of his content is strictly focused on his family, and they do family blogs, and he's always talking about God, like praise God, thank God, for everything, like every day. And then, people try and bring it up once in a while when they do Q&As, like, yo, whatever happened, you and your husband been through a lot for the past like 15 years y'all been together. Like, he put you through hell. And she's like, she's going around the questions the right way, because that's how you do it. But you know what I mean? D. Levine. Fine ass. You know what I mean? Like you feel me? Like,
What's up, y'all? Welcome to D. Levine. If you're new, welcome. Today.
Look.
What's up, y'all? Welcome
Yo,
to Nova. So the top
cute little thing.
is from
Cute little thing. Cute little thing. You know what I mean? Oh, you see? Yeah, she got a little skirt on. Like, you know what I mean? Look at see his face. This is an old video. You see his face? He's like, yeah, that's my baby right there. Look. Ooh. Look at his face. Look. But I'm glad he changed his ways, man. It was like really big. Really big. But these motherfuckers out here, these niggas ain't never gonna change.
But to be fair, I wouldn't expect someone to go that insane from family vlog content that they would go and kidnap 2 people and then flee the country.
Exactly. That sounds wild. Not you just like, having a domestic dispute. You kidnapping bitches.
That's insane even for a family vlogger, but whether they're still together or not, they used to post content of them doing all sorts of family activities, playing with toys with their kids, shopping, pranks, and even house hunting.
I see that nigga be a room boy.
So how did this guy go from a family vlogger to an on-the-run kidnapper? That's a pretty serious escalation. Talk about going from 0 to 100. But according to the 2 women involved in the situation, they exchanged numbers with Corey on November 22nd. He then had them meet up with them and his friends for a day that included working out, ATV riding, and bowling. Sounds like a great time. Apparently not, because it ended up in a kidnapping situation, an alleged kidnapping situation. Nothing's been proven in court yet. But the women say things started to get weird at the bowling alley, where apparently Corey and his friends, they were not too happy with each other, so they started essentially fighting. The women then said, hey, can you guys leave? And I guess that worked, so they did leave, but then the women were stuck there stranded. So then Corey came back and said, oh, don't worry, I can drive you guys home. And this was necessary because the women apparently left some of their items in his car. So he came back, picked them up, and this is where the story starts to get pretty crazy. As during the drive, things apparently escalated quickly. Corey started to drive.
Listen, you want to
Come on.
I would too. But what if I told you there's a skip?
Shut up.
Erratically driving at high speeds, waving a gold-plated gun around, and making what was described as alarming statements. Corey then allegedly shot the gun out of the window a few times, and apparently he was driving down I-10 at over 100 miles an hour. And apparently this isn't the only time someone has alleged that he's pulled a gun on women like this, because remember his ex-Family Channel partner? Well, apparently she talked about how he pulled a gun on her just a few years ago.
His closet was right here. If y'all remember the old videos that y'all seen in our old house, that bathroom, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. His closet here, my room, my closet here, right? We're across from each other. This man felt like I attacked him by saying, go ahead, show me your true colors then. That man put his shorts up, came and instantly grabbed me by my neck and put me against the wall. And if you ever been like that, you know you can't breathe, you can't talk. So I'm trying to just move away around to get this person out of me. Okay, so by the time I'm trying to move myself out, move my head or something, his hands are still on me, y'all. Like his hands are still on me. This is stronger than I am, so be for real. So his hands still on me. So now by this time, I'm on the floor. He's picking me up. This man don't put me to sleep or whatever it was. I black out. I'm on the floor. Now when I come back to my face, I open my eyes. I hear gun clicking. I'm here gun clicking. You change it, whatever it is that you change it. I hear a gun, a weapon. I'm on the floor. By this time, I'm in my bed, in the bed. I'm on the floor in the room. You feel?
Yeah, I love making these niggas rich.
Feel me? I'm here, you coming out the bathroom with a gun. I'm not thinking at that moment, are you loading the gun? Are you not loading the gun? Where are you? I'm not thinking on any of that. But it's the principle that you coming close to me with a gun.
Oh, so the dude's also a woman beater. Great. What a garbage human being. So back to the kidnapping story. These women are stuck in a car with someone who apparently has a history of violent behavior like this. And the whole time, he's allegedly shooting his firearm out the window and speeding over 100 miles an hour. He's also apparently making frantic phone calls and saying that someone is after him. Really sounds like a sane individual we're dealing with here. The women, naturally, are terrified for their lives as Corey's behavior became more and more erratic and dangerous. And at one point, Corey even made a chilling video call to a woman, saved in his phone as future wife, and asked if he should have.
Hey, yo.
He quoted as asking the woman, if I had the perfect opportunity and was in the middle of nowhere where no one could hear them scream, should I just go ahead and do it? What? But apparently,
hey, yo,
didn't help the situation. She apparently just simply answered, yes. But the court documents detailing all of this even quote Corey as saying, I'm going to explicit y'all and then kill y'all. To the women. So obviously the women are panicking. They're texting each other until Corey turns around, points the firearm at them, and then takes their phones. But somehow they got a break. Finally, Corey pulled over to the side of the highway, ordered the women to get out of the car, and drove off, leaving them stranded in the dark. And let's be real, in a situation like this, that was probably the best case scenario. Corey then reportedly told the woman this is your only opportunity when he told them to get out of the car. But even though they got a break, it took them roughly an hour to flag down a driver who could then call 911, which led to their rescue. And the reason this took so long was because Corey apparently stranded them without a phone. What is in this family vlog channel water they're all drinking, making them all go insane? Like, what is this? This is absolutely horrifying. Like, this is just an absolutely horrifying story. But apparently, one of the women tried to grab for their phones on the way out, but they couldn't get it. But what makes this story a little bit more interesting is the women's GPS data from their Life 360 apps corroborated all of this. So at least the location of the story adds up. Now, all of the threats, the shooting out of the window, that's all still alleged. And then obviously, it's still alleged if this is an actual kidnapping or not.
And investigators also say that, GPS data from Life 360, which was an app that was on one of the women's phones, that helped corroborate their story. Talk to me about how investigators use that type of data to kind of piece together, or at least verify these types of allegations.
Well, in this case, the victim made it easy for law enforcement to track her because they did have the Life 360 app on there.
Oh boy. Yeah, this seems like some pretty solid proof against Corey, but he didn't exactly stick around for them to find out what the police had against him, because Corey, who is now a fugitive, managed to escape to Qatar by booking a one-way ticket and taking an 18-hour flight. Something tells me you don't do a last-minute 18-hour flight unless you really want to get away from something. So law enforcement are now working on bringing him back to face some serious charges for aggravated kidnapping.
What do you make of just kind of that Jekyll and Hyde situation that we're kind of seeing all unfold?
Well, that's from where I started with this, that because of his social media presence, law enforcement's going to have to kind of dig in and kind of determine what the motive behind this was. Maybe he had no intent of harming these women. He was just doing this for the classic clicks, or like I said, he had something going on in his life that made him panic. But it seems like there's such in society now, there's such a intense pressure to get quote unquote clicks that we see these social media people doing some amazingly stupid and abhorrent things. And frankly, I think law enforcement and the society as a whole is really kind of getting tired of it. And
nah. He's one of those. You could tell by the size of this nigga's water fucking head. You
stupid and abhorrent things.
You could tell. Something's wrong with that nigga upstairs. And the fact that he has the money now and he has the power, all these people messaging him and, oh my God, we love you. You love your family. You got all these women throwing pussy at him. He's able to purchase his geese nuns and all. He's wildin'.
Check out.
He's wildin'.
And frankly, I think law enforcement and the society as a whole is really kind of getting tired of it. And the hammer is starting to fall on these people for their behaviors.
Please tell me that's not true. If this was some kidnapping prank, he's even dumber than if he actually kidnapped them. There's no words if that's actually the case. But honestly, I don't think this is for content. I think the dude has just absolutely lost his mind. But it is something to consider because he posted this right before he fled the country. They do know I'm a YouTuber, right? Man, I'm finna have a field day with this on social media and in court. This is a win-win. And not to mention when I'm done with Danny, stream my album. Reborn Motion out now. Did this guy kidnap 2 women and threaten to end their lives to promote an album? Totally normal, insane behavior. But at least he seems excited for court, so maybe that means he'll actually show up for it. Either way, this case is going to be extremely interesting. And then to add to it, Corey is kind of like eating this up online right now as he's posting a lot on his X account. Here he's claiming that he was already planning to move to Dubai and that it's unrelated to the kidnapping charges, but instead of posting on X, he should be returning to the US and lawyering up. Because it's safe to say the dude really needs a lawyer. Dude literally pulled an HS tiki-taki and fled to Dubai. But then he tweeted, I'll kidnap my kids that I haven't been able to see since last year before I kidnapped 2 white girls that were trying to set me up and get me killed. That almost seems like a threat, dude. And that really does not make you look as innocent as what you think it does, I guess. And then according to Carmen, he can see his kids if he asks.
Your mama got my number, your sister got my number, your uncle got my number, your brother got my number, all your homeboy got my number. You want to see your kid? Say, hey, can you reach out to one of them and let me talk to my kids? If a father want to be a father will be a father.
Obviously, it's a he said, she said. But this must be insane for the people who used to watch them to see all this unfold right now. Unfortunately for me, this is the first time I've heard of him. So, I mean, can't really say my first impression is great. Meanwhile, he's attacking fans on Twitter for simply calling him out on his BS. So far, I'm not so sure if this guy's gonna stay out of the country or actually face the music. Obviously, he seems like he's having a good time posting about his innocence, so we'll see if he shows up to prove it. But he's definitely schizo posting on Twitter. Like, is he actually talking about the LA fires here? You are wanted for a kidnapping. Get off Twitter. Return home. Stay safe out there, guys. Watch out for these family vloggers, because apparently some of them are allegedly turning into kidnappers. But other than that, YouTube
This
thinks
nigga
you'll enjoy
is
this video.
stupid.
So I think you would enjoy this video as well. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to drop a subscribe. Welcome to my channel, and hopefully this family.
Now Taxes is getting the TurboTax app, and filing your taxes yourself.
We got one last video we're gonna watch.
Los Angeles is battling.
Hold up. We're gonna end it with this one talking about LA, the LA Furs. And we're gonna do a MCU next week with more stuff that's in the folder over there on MCU, which is memes and stuff like this. But this episode I wanted to go through the YouTube folders. So next week will be a combination of both the IG folders, both timelines, Instagram and YouTube. But one main thing that I wanted to go over was one of motherfuckers are piecing things together and realizing like the whole fire shit was just a complete setup. And the mayor is one person that everybody's looking at, because as the fires literally just broke out, she was coming back from a trip. Yeah, that was supposed to happen like literally right after she left, but I think they fucked up the plan. So yeah, let's check this out.
Through the worst fires in its history. At least 24 people have tragically been killed. More than 150,000 have been forced to flee their homes. 10,000 structures have been completely destroyed, including some of the country's most expensive real estate.
Crazy.
And when the fires broke out,
I know these motherfuckers is tight. A lot of these influencers and people that bought a whole bunch of real estate are so mad. But I will say that this is a black woman. I'm so sorry. I know y'all are. I know you guys are going to be so mad when I say this, but this smells like a black woman thing. This type of shit that happens right here that's going down, this is the type of shit that they do. Sorry. I lived with one for a majority of my life. This is how she acted. Seeing women, black women that get some sort of power, this is how they act. Sorry. And it's sad. That's why I'm like, so you mean to tell me in the wintertime where it's not that hot in Los Angeles, yes, it's dry out there in LA, but it's not hot. When it's like 150 degrees in LA, there are no brush fires. None of this shit happens at all. So January, 5 counties plus or whatever burned down in January. Where's the mayor? Oh, she's in Dubai. She just so happens to be in Dubai. Where's all the water? Why there's no water in the fire hydrants?
LA Mayor Karen Bass was in Africa. And when she returned, instead of answering critical questions from reporters, she chose to just ignore those questions and stay silent.
Do you owe citizens an apology for being absent while their homes were burning? Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today? Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position? Madam Mayor, have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today who are dealing with this disaster? No apology for them? Do you think you should have been visiting Ghana while this was...
Disgusting. Ghana. Not Dubai, fucking Ghana. That's disgusting. Let me guess, she was buying land out there in Ghana, because you know in Ghana they are selling land.
Was unfolding back home.
That's nasty. The fuck you going to Ghana for, shorty? You going out there to buy land.
I would like you to build this. Something boundless. Something new.
The Brutalist is a great American masterpiece.
Karen Bass had a choice in that moment. Instead of fronting up and showing leadership, she ran away. Who else would like to know why she approved an $18 million budget cut for the
Excuse me?
LA Fire Department, why a major reservoir which holds 117 million gallons of water has been sitting empty for almost a year, which meant that smaller tanks were quickly exhausted and fire hydrants were running dry as firefighters risked their lives trying to save homes. And why did Karen Bass have nothing to say as the people of Los Angeles were going through the most horrifying experience that was made worse because of the government's mismanagement? Well, after ignoring reporters and showing no leadership at the start of this crisis.
Before it continues, did you hear what she just said?
Oh, why she approved it. Instead of fronting up and showing leadership, she ran away. Who else would like to know why she approved an $18 million budget cut for the LA Fire Department? Why a major reservoir which holds 117 million gallons of water has been sitting empty for almost a year, which meant that smaller tanks were quickly exhausted and fire hydrants were running dry as firefighters risked their lives trying to save homes. And why did Karen Bass have nothing to say as the people of Los Angeles were going through the most horrifying experience that was made worse because of the government's mismanagement? Well, after ignoring reporters and showing no leadership at the start of this crisis,
disgusting.
Karen Bass has posted a bizarre video where she appears slightly upbeat and even smiling as she tells the people of LA that she's seen the devastation.
Angelinos, we're still going through it, and to any of you and all of you that have experienced.
Yeah, I saw this comment somewhere. It had nothing to do with the LA fires, but they were talking about some guy, some dude. He looked crazy. They were like, "This is the face of a demon that's trying to lie to you and tell you that it's kind." I could see the evil in this woman's face, bro. I caught chills. I could see the evil in this woman's face, bro. I could see it. I could see it.
Anger, the just utter shock.
And I could hear it in her voice too.
It is unbelievable the amount of loss that people have experienced. But we have to get through this crisis, and I know that we will. I was at the Sylmar command post today, and I saw the work of our first responders and how they've been able to defeat the fires in certain areas. We know we still have much more to go, and we know the winds are going to kick up again. But we got to stick together. We got to stand strong. And then we have to rebuild our city. We're the nation's second largest city, one of the greatest cities in the world. And
is that helpful? The people of LA don't need to be told that she's seen the devastation. They're all experiencing the heartbreak and devastation for themselves. They also don't need to be told that LA is the nation's second largest city. They need answers, they need leadership, and they need to know why decisions were made that meant that LA was not prepared to fight these fires. Well, there are calls for Karen Bass to resign, and those calls are getting louder. Almost 100,000 people have signed a Change.org petition demanding that she steps down due to the gross mismanagement of the fires. And Karen Bass isn't the only one facing calls to resign. President-elect Donald Trump is calling on the Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, to stand down. Writing on Truth Social, Governor Gavin Newsom refused to sign the Water Restoration Declaration.
Wow.
He wanted to protect an essentially worthless fish called a smelt by giving it less water, but didn't care about the people of California. Now, the ultimate price is being paid. Now, Trump has been criticising Newsom's forest management for years. Back in 2019, he wrote, "I told him from the first day we met that he must clean his forest floors regardless of his boss's
I was watching this right here.
demand of him. They must also
I watched that where he talked about
Trump
that.
warned Newsom to, quote, get his act together and to open the closed water lanes coming down from the north. But Gavin Newsom now claims that he doesn't know what Trump is talking about, and he also tries to claim that all of the reservoirs in California are full. Just look at this spin.
I don't know what he's referring to when he talks about the Delta smelt in reservoirs. The reservoirs are completely full, the state reservoirs here in Southern California. That mis and disinformation, I don't think advantages or aids any of us. Responding to Donald Trump's insults, we would spend another month. I'm very familiar with them. Every elected official that he disagrees with, very familiar with them.
We do know, though, from reporting here locally that that one reservoir that serves the Palisades was not full.
And that's exactly what triggered my desire to get the investigation to understand what was happening with that local reservoir.
Gavin Newsom is trying to do his own PR, claiming that there's a lot of misinformation out there, and posted on X a link for people to get the facts about the fires. Now that takes you to gavinnewsom.com/California Fire Facts,
So sad.
which also directs people to donate to the California Fire Foundation. But that link that's on the top right-hand corner doesn't take you to the California.
I was just about to say that. Are you fucking kidding me? We already know what time it is right now. We saw this with BLM. Another prime example. We already saw this with Black Lives Matter and those fucking lesbians. We already know what time it is. Are you fucking kidding me, my nigga? Are you fucking kidding me? All right.
California Fire Foundation. If you click on it, what it actually takes you to is actblue.com/donate/CFDEM LA Fire 2025. Act Blue is a fundraising platform for the Democrat Party. On that link, it shows Newsom's campaign for democracy and informs donors that they'll be signed up for text updates from the Political Action Committee. Professor Joseph Siracusa says that Gavin Newsom can kiss the White House goodbye.
Oh, he's gone. You know, he can kiss the White House goodbye. This is a political disaster. Americans expect their governors and their mayors and their police chiefs and fire chiefs to get a handle on this, and they were poorly prepared for this. And keep in mind, there are, I think,
So
7
sad.
major water facilities that were supposed to be built, but they couldn't meet the ecosystems criteria as a result of Newsom's pushing on this angle here. So he's going to have to bear the burden here, and I do not think Kamala Harris is going to rush in to replace his job, because there's a lot of people there who are angry, and with good reason.
Annalise Nielsen is on the ground in Los Angeles.
Streets normally gridlocked with traffic are held clear for emergency workers, while entire neighborhoods remain closed, those both at risk and those already hit. Many residents don't know if their homes are still standing.
It's my parents' house. They're 79 and 85.
So
and,
sad.
my dad's sick, and he's asking about his house because he spent his entire life, you know, wanting to live by the sea or having a house by the sea.
So sad.
We found Cindy Salcedo with her bike, trying to get around the roadblocks.
Trying to find out if our house is still standing. You can't get past Getty Villa. It's a hard stop.
Armed with an address and our press credentials, we made our way past the police checks on the Pacific Coast Highway, where house after house had burned to the ground. So many, in fact, it was hard to tell where her father's home was even supposed to be.
I'm going to send you a photo. I don't know if we have good news for you. So I'm sorry.
Okay, I understand. Any news is something I'm grateful. Thank you so much. It came in 2-0.
Yo, good night, Nems. Good night, my guy.
Yeah, I think you're in the right spot.
I'm really sorry. I was hoping this would be a good news story.
I got information and now I know. No, but thank you. It's at least now I have a little bit of closure.
While those living in this city under siege want
Crazy.
answers for why government authorities weren't better
Fucking up
prepared.
then.
I want to know why we didn't have enough water for all the fire hydrants. Oh, of course. Of course. They cut the budget, of course. And like I say, I want to emphasize more than anything how amazing our firefighters are and the first responders. None of this is on them. We are immensely grateful for everything they did with the limited resources they had towards the end.
Yep.
Because they have not, they went to every neighborhood that they could. And like I said, just the fact that they had the foresight to throw our flammables into our pool so that our house wouldn't ignite and that they put out the fire on our hedge, they were there at least. Do you know what I mean? They tried to do what they could.
So sad.
And we can never repay them for their heroism or what they've done for us. We just can't. But I think the town, everyone I'm talking to, most of the people in this hotel are evacuees, and they are angry and they want answers.
And answers are still difficult to come by as
Copy.
authorities were dealt with another blow.
I'll be waiting for you, Nemi.
Out, threatening new neighborhoods, just as slower winds were supposed to give firefighters some reprieve. What makes firefighting so difficult and dangerous in the canyon surrounding Los Angeles are tiny spot fires just like the one you can see
Boom.
here. It is small but has the potential to climb quickly up the mountainside, and we're just on the cusp of a highly populated area of Los Angeles that has already been evacuated. At the same time, firefighters are doing those water drops to try to put those small fires out. But as the wind picks up, as you can see it is now, it makes it more difficult for planes
Yes,
to drop
sir.
the
Of
water,
course.
and in an instant,
I thought it was supposed to come out like this week, but no, there's still no date on that.
catastrophe. Here in Santa Monica, there's an eerie calm, with
Mm.
many people who live here choosing to leave, even if just to escape the smoke, while the citizens of Los Angeles fight to survive another day.
Disgusting. Disgusting. Again, completely dry out there. Yes. But you know, when the air is dry and the flames are flying across towns and stuff like that, and then they hit something, it's a brush fire. How the fuck a flame pop up in the middle of a forest, my nigga? Like that. It's... Okay, it's 54 degrees right now. It's gonna have a high of 70 degrees. I'm not the smartest of humans, but this type of weather kind of doesn't cause fires. You know, in the summertime when it's like 100 degrees, you know, I don't live there. Let's get a couple of things straight, because I know people are going to be watching this and saying, "Oh, who the fuck are you? You don't live here." I don't live there, but I have something called common sense. A lot of this doesn't make any sense at all whatsoever. At all. When you have massive fires that's breaking out now, the ember does fly, but it don't fly for that long, my nigga. When you have random spots like that in a fucking forest, unless somebody has a fucking microscope, and you know, like how back in the day when you had the ants and you had the microscope, you focused on it, you know, and then you could cause a little fire with the microscope on the... Meaning, unless somebody's really causing those fires so it can burn something down, it doesn't happen. Unless somebody's causing the fires. This doesn't happen at all. Because when it's super hot in Cali, that doesn't happen. Remember a couple years ago when it was like super apocalyptic over there in what's that place called? In Canada, and somehow the sky turned black like the Dragon Balls were, you know, like Purunga was summoned. I would like to know what's happening over there with that area. That was what, 2022? For the summer. That was the summertime, right? That was the summer. Or was that 2023? No, that was 2022. Or is it 2021? Recovery. Okay. 21. Grant to the village that had no tax base. Destroyed. Just start rebuilding. As planned to new bylaws to require fire resistant materials. Reason why I'm looking up this right here is because I remember that summer, not winter, but that summer, the sky turned black. Everybody thought we were getting bombed here in New York City. I was like, I gotta go to work because I got child support to pay. So niggas really thinking I'm cold and like I don't give a fuck anymore. But I'm like, a lot of this stuff I talked about in my younger days on a grand scale, nobody gave a fuck. Now that we're older, because ladies and gentlemen that are of my age bracket, guess who has to take care of this planet now? Not your parents. They're out of here. They're almost out of here. We are the ones that have to take care of our environments. We are the ones that have to take care of our children because they are our children. We have to take care of any and everything that's around us because we are the ones. We are next in line to take care of this planet. All right. And a lot of people are a little more selfish nowadays when it comes to this planet Earth right here. So I'm with y'all. Cool. I gotta work. I got child support to pay. The sky was black as fuck. Everybody's running and scared. I'm like, let me clock back in. Everybody's in a panic. Niggas is looking at me like I got issues. No. I had issues. I don't have any more issues. Now I have to worry about me, myself, and I. This shit is just aggravating right here. This right here, you remember? I know y'all remember when the sky was black for like 3 days here in New York City. It wasn't black, but we had an ominous aura over the city. Come to find out, the shit was from Canada. That's what caused. It was like a massive fire, thousands of acres. I'm pretty sure they're building stuff there now, because that's what happens. Fire burns, we build. That's how motherfuckers act. That's how motherfuckers move. All of these homes that were owned by these people are officially gone. You know what they're going to do? Scrape up all that ash and build a fucking Starbucks there with a Walmart. Please refer to this in the next 5, maybe 10 years, if YouTube is still here, if we are still here. Just saying. Because this happens all the time. This is how the world works. This is how politics work. It's easier to manipulate black women in power than it is to manipulate white women in power and or old white men. They're country club niggas. We got to run this a certain way and we do it our way. Democrat niggas, burn it the fuck down. Get rid of it. Let some shit happen. Natural disaster. Make some money real quick. Scrape it up. Build new stuff. Make it better. That's it. The reason why I'm so nonchalant about this is because we've seen this a million, and I'm not talking about on no fucking TV show. We've seen this 1,000,001 times over and over and over. We've seen these people do this. The lady came back from Ghana. Is she African? You know what? Let's take out your personal shit, because right? You a grown ass woman. Nobody should care about what you do with your personal time. That's very true. New Year's just finished. This is days after New Year's. Why are you going on a trip? But that's besides the point. I'm asking that on a political standpoint. It's literally 2 weeks into the new year. Now you choose to take a vacation. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because I'm pretty sure you take a vacation around, Christmas time. You the mayor. You could take vacation from Christmas all the way through the first week of the new year. That's 2 weeks and some change. Reservoirs gone. Funding down for the fur furters. Random fire sparks up in the wintertime. The wintertime. It's the wintertime. Yes, it is hot on the West Coast, but you could have made it a little more believable by doing that shit in the summertime. It's 60 degrees. Where the fuck is a brush fire coming from? And I'm pretty sure Google's going to say, yes, brush fires can happen in 60-degree weather. First significant lightning occurrences occurrences after a hot dry period, which includes wet or dry. The answer is yes. Yes. Captain, fire investigator, does he lie? Okay, the simple answer is yes. Where's the question, though? Okay, can a forest fire start from heat alone? Yes, it can. I'm not saying that it can't not. I want you guys to know and understand I'm asking about the temperature. The simple answer is yes. With further explanation, smiley face. Forest fires generally give the mental image of trees burning away with great fury. But to get to that point, much smaller, finer fuels have to get started burning first. These are the grasses, the pine needles, the leaf litter, which is very true. You know, if you're ever in a situation where you need a fire, first of all, you need something to spark the shit. I love watching shows like Bear. You know, when Bear goes to a forest and he's like, it's fucking dry out here. Making a fire is going to be easy, but I got to spark it. Yes, you have to cause some sort of friction in order for the fire to start. I watch that shit all the time. And the way it burns is it burns very fast. Yes, that is very true. But how did the fire start, dude? If there was no lightning. There's no lightning out there. And it just so happened to start when she took a vacation. It just so happened to start. We find for the past year, 2 years, it just so happened. Now I'm thinking too deeply into this thing. Let's continue reading. These fine flashy fuels, as we call them, can be ignited by heat sources such as catalytic converters on a vehicle, exhaust system, mechanical failure, which is an overheated bearing, and other non-sparking energy sources. So you need some sort of technology to spark the bitch, because it's naturally not going to happen. Okay, cool. Just saying, that's what I read just now. Though I have not personally seen this as a fire cause, It is documented that broken glass, if positioned, yes, very true, just right, can act as a lens. That's right. And start, didn't I say earlier, where's the lens? Where's microscope? Can start a fire such as magnifying glass, a whole bunch of factors we could line up. That's very true. So once in the fine flash of fuels ignites, they ignite larger fuels, which release more heat energy. In the forest can be evolved, sustain chemicals, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Heat. I will share giving. Yes, that all of that is very true. So it started randomly. That's understandable if it started in the back of somebody's house. Like if that was the cause of it, wouldn't that? They said this shit came down from the fucking mountains. This shit just started out of nowhere. Somewhere up there in the mountains, my nigga. I live for decades, but they got my attention. What? The secret saving. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? A spark is heat. Something that's hot, quite hot. For example, a small bit of metal. Yes. Grinding wheel. Yes. If the heat was wood, that's the thing. A paper fan will say ignites. Yes. So the great temperature for the weather, mostly forest fires can be caused by lightning, yes, or human causes such as cigarettes, fireworks, arson. Yeah, that part, those parts, defective vehicles. Yes. So radiation, but the crazy thing is that we are far from solar radiation at the moment because of the way the Earth is tilted. We know this. This is basic science. Well, I gotta remember, common. It's not common to everybody. While heat alone is less common. Fire, spontaneous combustion. That also deals with chemicals. Spontaneous combustion. That also only deals with chemicals. Compost can heat up due to microbiologic activity, leading to spontaneous combustion, and temperatures rise significantly. Solar radiation, yeah, we talked about that. Conditions, the likelihood of a fire starting from heat alone depends on the moisture content of the fuel, the ambient temperature. Nah, I'm an idiot. I gotta be. I'm dumb. Nah, man. I'm just dumb. I guess we all are. But yeah, I see this. Governors do this all the time, where they cut funding and they circumvent things. Prime example, congestion right now. MTA need their fucking money. Why do you think this whole congestion thing is going on? We'll raise tolls, thus causing people to take the train more. And then you guys could raise your prices a little more. How much you want to bet them prices gonna go up a little bit more now that the congestion is happening? How much y'all want to bet? How much y'all want to bet? They gonna raise it by like 25 cents, a little something extra. A little something. You know what I'm saying? Causing more people to do that. You know, they got to take the train. That's more money in our pockets. The people's taking it off the top because there's a budget cap, and then there's extra money and funds that's just piling and stacking up, which would allow them to give raises and give job promotions, which they won't. Niggas gonna stay the same. They do this all the time in New York City. I have people that work. Shouts out to my family that works for the MTA. Shouts out to my family that works for the NYPD. This shit is normal. Shouts out to my family that works in the fucking military. This is normal. All of this stuff that happens is normal. These niggas budget cut. I used to work for several companies, private companies specifically. They love the budget cuts. Wait, hold up. So I could get the cheap meat that's going to cause their organs to break down. I could get that for cheaper so we can kill that motherfucker at the same time, clear a room for a new patient that probably got some more money. We can get the cheaper foods. That's all we got to do is just go with the cheaper foods. And then, so when I do that, all I got to do is, a couple signings here and there, and I could scrape a couple $5,000, maybe $7,000 in my pocket. Because I always ask these guys, I'm like, yo, this food is horrible, bro. Like, why don't you guys literally just pay a little extra for the good stuff? It's like, no, mind you, all the patients there are some old Mo people with buku bucks in their pockets. They family got mud. The funding for that place is crazy. They got the Skrilla. Don't want to spend it. Don't want to put it in the right place, even though it's like planting a seed. If I have a seed, right, why would I want to plant this? Let's say this lemon seed. I got this lemon seed here. I could plant it in my backyard where it could get ample sunlight and water naturally, or I could add some water. And let's say it's not raining or anything like that. Nah, I want my own lemon. I want my lemons to me. I don't want anyone seeing or knowing that I have lemons. So I'm going to plant it here. It's not going to grow. Keep it in your window. It's going to take a longer time for you to get more like lemons. You do that shit out there, like you do things the way it's supposed to be done, you'll make way more money. You do things the way it's supposed to do instead of trying to cut corner, you'll make way more bread. Why would you defund hundreds? No, it was billions, right? They said 15 billion, something like that. Why would you do that? Because them property taxes in those spots. Burn that shit down. Fuck it. Get them out of here. Cut their insurance. Those tech niggas. Let them build their shit over here. Let's open up something over here. Let's get these old people. And I'm ending it. I'm ending this stream with this. You see these people that are paying like damn near nothing for their property tax because they've been here since the 60s. Like all these people that are saying my family's been here for so long. People are laughing at Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton pays absolutely nothing, no property tax, damn near nothing for that property tax because all those people there, they've had that property for a long time. So when you have certain properties for a very long time, your property taxes are low. I don't know what I'm talking about, even though I worked for a Korean nigga that owned several properties out here in New York City, also in Vermont, and I had these conversations with this man. Nah, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I have no idea what I'm talking about. When the man was sitting there telling me how his father hates Donald Trump, not because like how everybody does, but back in the day, Donald Trump used to do real estate as well. I know some crazy motherfuckers. Like, you're lying. Nigga got pictures with his father, him and his pops, Donald Trump. They were rivals. They bought up property all over the motherfucking place. And one of the spots, we had to paint both of them. What? Crazy. Sorry, 3 of his locations we had to paint. We had to paint 2 buildings that he sold for $10 million a pop. Nigga rich. His father gave him those properties. The son took care of those properties. We had to gut out apartments. And I'm asking, you see, the difference between y'all niggas and I is I have actual conversations with people that are up here And I find out all of this information, and it's like, holy shit. Now, not saying these motherfuckers aren't dumb, because a lot of them are. But in a certain field that they are not accustomed to, in a certain field that they are trained for, a certain field that they have a wealth of knowledge of, right? You can learn a lot. I learned a lot about properties and property taxes. Said, damn, y'all niggas got these two houses here. He had one up top, and his pops had the one at the bottom of the hill. It's like, yeah. Back in the day, when it was super cheap, my pops brought these two houses. Donald Trump bought other houses and such and blah, blah, blah. So instead of my pops selling these two houses, this is our little getaway place, just in case, you know, anything happens. Nigga had the shit. Nigga had the shit. If you know what I'm talking about. This is the just in case house. Huh. Cool. Nice to know. So y'all don't pay no property taxes on this place? Fuck no. Shit is dirt cheap, nigga. I don't pay no fucking $100, $100,000. No. Shit is my father's. Paid for. This shit's in the woods, bitch. He didn't say that part. This shit's in the woods. Out there, the shit that like Trump got and all these other people, when they buy those houses, you still got to pay taxes on those houses. And depending on the location, that shit's expensive. Property tax in the fucking woods in a random ass spot, and you abysmal. You own nothing but forest unless they come over there and then they choose to do exactly what they did, which is these old people, let's say acres of like 100 houses, 200 square feet of 100. That's a lot of land in a great area. So you got 200 houses. The property taxes literally like $10, $30 because they bought it back in the 60s, 70s, and they held on to it when we could get these niggas the fuck up out of here, put a Starbucks and jack the property tax up. Get these niggas out of here. Natural disaster. Come on, man. Stop. Do a little research on that stuff, guys. And she quiet because she know what time it is. They came to her and say, "Yerp." We got some shit to take care of. We need this land. I don't know what you gonna do, but you got to go somewhere. Go take your little vacation. You don't know what happened, but you got to go. Bye. And trust me, them niggas, they come to the mayors and the governors all the time. They have those conversations all the time. Those investors, those people that want to bring in money. Oh, this is right by the Palisades? Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, this is not too far from such and such and whatever. There's reservoirs right here and there's such and such. But we could build some. Come on, man. It's sad. It's sad. It's even the famous people that lost their homes. It's sad because that's their home. A lot of influencers and certain people, they work hard. Like, even if y'all are mad and saying, "Oh, who cares if this famous person's house burned down?" That's their home. Yes, they're rich, but they worked their fucking ass off to get there. Even if their parents worked their ass off to get there and they inherited that, their parents worked their fucking ass off to get that property. And it's sad that that shit burned down. So sad. But how did it happen? Fuck a but. How did it happen? Because me saying but cancels out everything that I just said about it being sad. How did this shit happen? One, it's the winter time. Oh, but it's hot in LA. It's 60 degrees, 70 at most. It's the winter time. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Where did the fire start? Oh, up there on a mountaintop, this forest area. Is there glass or anything up there? Like, do people walk up there? No, people don't go up there at all. At all. It just started. Huh? It just started? It just started. Because again, basic science, you need some sort of, friction. A magnifying glass, some glass. You need something for that shit to start. You need something is going to cause that shit to stop. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. No, you're wrong. And the fact that this bitch is just cold with it and don't care and come back and say, we see what's happening with you guys. And, we're working our best to combat the fires. You gonna pay all these niggas back that lost their homes? Looking for a TV show. I can't even play it. When I get the opportunity, I gotta start doing my my vocal warm-ups. When I get the opportunity to, I'm gonna play something for you that pertains to this fire thing right here. And it deals with a TV show about California, but it's very prominent. The moment I heard that, I was like, oh, this is so set up, bro. So set up. Looking deeper into it, as we're getting deeper into it, oh, it's so set up, man. But I am tired. We've been streaming for a long time. God damn. I gave y'all bitch niggas how many hours? 3 hours? Or was that 5 hours? I gave y'all niggas. I don't even know how many fucking hours I gave y'all niggas, man. But I'm done. I'm off this. I'm off of this. It's 1 a.m. Ladies and gentlemen, please be safe. Shouts out to everybody watching the MCU, Malik Champloo Uncut. A lot of these clips will be up on my social media platforms, which will be promoting this page right here, Malik Champloo, over on youtube.com and also on twitch.tv. Malik Champloo everywhere at MalikChamploo. If you guys want to join the Discord or anything like that, all of that will be in the description box down below. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, dislike the video if you dislike it, and tell me how much you hate me. You hate my guts in the description, comment section. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now, man. This is a lighter, not as fun MCU, but we will be back next Monday. Next Monday, we'll be back with the MCU. We'll be back with some Pokemon stuff. I'll save Tuesday for Pokemon TCG and Tekken as well. I'll be back with Tekken. I'm definitely going to be playing some motherfucking Tekken next Tuesday. I got to get my training in, all that stuff. Today is Weeboids Wednesday. It's officially Wednesday, Wednesday. So some online, some teamwork stuff, meaning Marvel Rivals. Yo, looking at those numbers earlier, I said, oh, word? I should definitely come back with some more motherfucking, some bet. I got some shit in the tuck. But all day today, Marvel Rivals. I will be live here on twitch.tv/Malik Champloo and youtube.com/Malik Champloo. Multiple videos are coming out. Multiple videos. I'm on my greasy. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys stay safe. To everybody out there in Los Angeles, my heart goes out to you guys and gals. And yeah, just everyone, please stay safe. Take care of each other. That's all we can do. God bless you all. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. It's the Otaku MC, Shogun, the rap games. Lord Champa himself. They call me Malik Champloo. And I hope you all have a beautiful